What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do the Bring Back the Intimacy reading for the sign of Scorpio, okay? Scorpio, you guys are third on the list, as you already know. We've already gotten your general reading done, so this is going to be for Wednesday, okay? March 2nd, okay? Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal, okay? So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next, okay? So we changed up the intimacy reading just a bit. We're only using we're only using 3 decks, okay? We're using the Sexual Magic Tarot deck, and then I am using a Goddess deck for the Divine Feminine, and I'm using an Animal Spirit deck for the Divine Masculines, okay? We're going to only pick 1 card energetically from both of those towards the end, and from the Sexual Magic deck, we are going to pick 3 cards, 1 from the top, 1 from the bottom, and 1 energetically from the middle, okay? And we are not looking at the bottom of the deck, okay? So without further ado, I've already shuffled all 3 decks and cut 3 times, okay? So that being said, let's get into it. I'm picking 1 from the top, 1 from the bottom, and let's see where we're going in the middle. I'm going here, but I want this one, okay? So Scorpio, this is pretty much in reference to you and your partner or someone that you're dealing with at this time, or vice versa, your partner and how they're feeling towards you. But this is all about bringing back the intimacy and ultimate truth within your relationship, okay? So let's see what's popping. Okay, so we have the 2 of Cups, okay? Please be advised, this is for 18 and up, okay? There are some scenes of nudity on these cards, so I will not keep them up for very long, okay? So it's not for the kids, okay? Next, we have the Hermit, okay? And then next, we have the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords, okay? So, right off the bat, Scorpio, I am feeling like there is some form of separation between you and your person, okay? But in a sense of, best way I can call it is like a either newfound relationship or a newfound type of separation. Something has caused some separation between the 2 of you. Possibly something from your past, with this 2 of Cups being here, okay? Maybe a previous relationship. With this Hermit here, I feel like you're in contemplation. Either you or your person is within contemplation. And with the 7 of Swords, I feel as though there's some things hidden between either the both of you and your person. There's no open communication going on, as you see their backs are turned to one another as they're sitting in the bed with the sword there, okay? So there's really no communication going on as to maybe what's troubling you, because he does look troubled. There's, you know, 2 versions of someone troubled, okay? And like I said, in this Hermit, you know, you've possibly, you know, separated yourself or hindered yourself a little bit from your person, while you're seeing love around you. It's hard for you to find the love for yourself and for your person. You're in deep thought and contemplation about, I guess, moving forward in a new relationship. based off of a past relationship. I'm also feeling like your person doesn't know this, but it's almost like you compare the two, if you will, as far as not in a sense of who's, I don't want to say which relationship was better, like, or trying to find out or contemplate if your person is anything like your ex, something like that. Okay. There's also a possibility of, with you being a water sign, I'm hearing troubled waters. Like I said, with this Two of Cups, it's like you just started a relationship. Okay, for some of you, this is a different storyline, but some of you have just started a relationship, and something has came in between this new beginning. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. Something has came in between this new beginning, whether it be a whole person that's came in between you having a new beginning, or some personal issues or work or something has caused you to be separated from your person. Okay, so there's some obstacles there. That's the word I'm looking for. There are obstacles within this newfound relationship. Okay, you're either in, and then I'm also getting someone maybe stuck in trying to choose who they want to be with, also having some problems making a choice between one person and another. Okay, and you're trying to outweigh your options, okay, with this Hermit card being here. Okay, so those are the storylines that I'm getting here. What we're going to go ahead and do at 7:13, we're going to go ahead and pick our one goddess card and our one animal spirit for the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Now remember, you guys, we all have divine feminine and masculine energies on us. Okay, divine feminine, you are on the left. Divine masculine, you are on the right. Okay, so get in where you fit in. Okay, if you feel that even though you are feminine and you feel like you resonate with the divine masculine card, the animal spirit card, and that means your masculine side is just a little bit more heightened. Okay, if you are a male and you feel like you vibe more with the divine feminine's card, the goddess spirit, does not mean you're feminine. It just means that your feminine energy is higher as far as your nurturing of the relationship. And for the divine feminine, if you're feeling more on the masculine side, you are feeling more of having to take the lead in the relationship and provide some type of guidance to the relationship with the masculine energy. Okay, but by all means, please do your research on it if you don't want to listen to me. Okay. So with that being said, let's go ahead and pick a card here. I am feeling led to go here. Okay. And we'll pick one for the divine masculine from the animal spirit deck. Here. Okay. I love these two decks because you get a little bit of history plus characteristic traits and symbolism in both of them. So I really do love both of these decks. Okay, so I'm going to hold the image up. By any means, you can go ahead and pause to see what innately you feel within the imagery for yourself, but I will be reading the back of the card for you guys. Okay, so you can take a time to pause, really get a look at the imagery. I love the imagery on these cards. They are very well illustrated. Okay. The imagery on this card is Sedna. 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 Okay. D as in David. Okay. Sedna, the one down there, was once a beautiful Eskimo woman who lived with her father. None of the local suitors appealed to her, and she refused to marry until a fulmar, a type of bird, from across the sea promised to take her to his home of luxury. When she found she had been deceived and was ill-treated, she begged her father to take her home. As the two were crossing the water, a flock of fulmars caused a huge storm to arise. To save his own life, Sedna's father threw her into the ocean. As she clung to the boat, he chopped off her fingers, which turned into whales, seals, and all the mammals of the sea. Sedna descended to Adlivum, Adlivum, the Eskimo underworld, where she now rules the dead. To ensure that she will continue to feed food to hunters, shamans descend to visit her, comb her hair, and massage her mutilated hands. Sedna is a reminder of the nourishing gifts that are to be found deep in the dark, cold places that we most fear. Okay? So that is Sedna. Okay? So divine feminine Scorpios. Okay? Or this could be your person. Either or. Get in where you fit in. Okay? Basically, I feel as though, Scorpio, you may be worried that your person, again, get in where you fit in. It depends on which storyline is yours, okay? But you feel with the separation from your person, you are wondering, whether or not if they are, still faithful to you, or still loyal to you. And with Sedna being here for the divine feminine, I'm feeling like the divine feminine is okay with being to herself, okay? Very particular. Possibly having, and Scorpios are very picky people, and they are very selective of who they, are with, especially physically, okay? So with that being said, you do not like being deceived. You do not like liars, although your sign itself is very mysterious, and does deal with darkness as well. It's a very dark sign, and can lead to some very dark thoughts. So I feel like that is something that's going on the divine feminine side, is very dark thoughts. And it's very hard at this time to be very optimistic. However, you are being very faithful to, if anyone, yourself, other than your person. You're being faithful to them too, but it's more about you, not them. Okay? And that's what I'm feeling. Okay? And it's very, very significant that she was thrown into the water, into the ocean. Okay? Excuse me, you guys are a water sign. So there's something within water that it should be very healing to you, okay? And kind of embody this goddess of Sedna, okay? Like it says here, she is the ruler pretty much of all things dark, okay? But nourishing gifts, because water is nourishing, okay? So definitely take the time to nourish yourself, nourish your thoughts. Don't go deep into the dark end of thinking the worst, okay? You need to pick up some type of optimism about your relationship and come to terms with this Two of Cups being here of what it is that you want and what you don't want within your relationship, okay? That's the best that I can give you for right now. All right, so let's move on to the divine masculine, okay, with this card here, okay? You can take the time to pause and really get into the imagery here of how you feel looking at this card. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and read the back for you though. Animal deities. Okay. The symbolism here is divinity, guidance, and wisdom. Okay. So to many peoples around the globe, animals represent the first beings, the ancient ones, the all-knowing deities responsible for the creation of all things and the source of strength and guidance in times of trouble or need. In the painting titled Council of Animals, a pantheon of animal spirits revolves around a boy playing the flute. The flute, also known as a shepherd's pipe, is one of the most ancient of instruments used by early peoples to invoke the powers of the animal spirits. In India, the god Krishna charmed the animal spirits by playing a shepherd's pipe. The early Greeks believed that Pan, the woodland god of the flocks, fertility, and nature, was the inventor of the pipe, which he played for the dances of the nymphs. Okay? So that is for you, divine masculines. Okay? Maybe you need to surround yourself or find yourself kind of engaging with animals a lot. We do see, for me prominently, I see the wolf here behind him. You may be very close to dogs or have a likeness for dogs a lot, okay? Which dogs are the descendant of wolves. But you find yourself maybe watching a lot of animal shows or something like that, or just really connecting with animals in a different way. Connecting with those animals could be your ancestors coming to your aid to just guide you. You could be having some time with or experimenting with astral projection, or I'm also hearing past life meditations you could be doing as well. Just trying to find yourself, the divinity and guidance on the masculine side. Like I said, with this Hermit card being here, you're really in solitude, just trying to figure out what it is, like I said, that you want and what you don't want, or trying to make a choice. Okay. And it may not directly be a choice between two people of who you want to be with. It could be about the type of person you want to be within your relationship. Okay, so it could have to do with that. It could also have to do with obstacles that have been in your way or challenging because you want a relationship. Okay, so right now you are looking for some type of guidance or wisdom from your ancestors, or you could be talking to older counterparts. You could be talking to just a group of older men or women that have a little bit more wisdom or guidance to give you in reference to relationships. So with that being said, I think with the divine masculines, they're doing very well at this time, divine masculine Scorpios, where you are really thinkers. You're very logical and methodical in a sense. So you are doing some inner work at this time, whereas the divine feminines are a little bit not suffering, but struggling with staying optimistic and trying to avoid going into the deep end. Okay, so that being said, there needs to be some form of communication between the two of you in your relationship and not shutting each other out, which that is pretty much feels like the case here. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys. By all means, Scorpio, I hope this helps you. Okay, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Peace.